Hi everyone, it's Lizzie. Today is day 17 of my 100-day juice feast. And wow, I've been feeling those parasite pills today. I was talking about that yesterday, that I'm doing a parasite cleanse that I just started. And today was a good day. I started out the day, I did a shift at this chiropractor's office, and I was covering for the office manager. It's not where I normally work, but I was just covering a shift, and that was pretty fun. I was feeling fairly upbeat, fairly alert, fairly balanced. But then after that, I was like, wow, I got really tired. I drove from San Francisco to Berkeley and came back to my house and just laid down and took kind of a long nap for most of the afternoon, and it felt good. It was very self-nurturing, very peaceful. Um, but after a while, I could just feel like rumbling around in my intestines and stomach. There was just all this stuff going on, and I was feeling just kind of under the weather, I guess. So I did an enema a little earlier today than usual. I guess it's not the sexiest topic to talk about, but that was extremely effective, and I think that these parasite pills just make it like even more important than usual that I clean out my colon and just do that, be on it, because otherwise it's really pulls on my energy because it's they're definitely very effective. And I felt a lot better after that. I felt a lot lighter, and I actually spent the last hour or so just sitting and journaling, and felt really good to journal. I've been pretty active and busy the last few days, so I haven't had much of a chance to get as reflective um, and all of that. So still just kind of feeling a bit quieter, but um, things are moving along. I guess one thing I was connecting to a lot while I was writing is just how much how much the transformation I'm embarking on with this juice feast. It's I'm really committed to it not just being about this juice feast. And after I finish, I'm actually planning right now on having pretty much an all raw diet and sticking to that. And I really want to move out of my body and psyche and everything, just any kinds of addictions and attachments I have to a lot of different foods that don't really serve me, and pretty much anything cooked. Actually, at this point, I'm wanting to move out of my diet. There are definitely some worse offenders than others, but it's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's um, it's taking this kind of juice feast and longer term commitment for me to feel that I'm really developing like the foundational platform to me for me to actually succeed in this sort of thing. And the thing with in the past when I've done a lot of raw foods, one thing that's come up is something that comes up pretty similarly on something like a juice feast or a juice fast, just food cravings and sometimes maybe feeling a little deprived or just wanting to be in the mix socially and all of that. And the thing that I've been working on during this juice feast, and which has been surprisingly coming to me easier than it ever has before, has been just to bring in more creative outlets and to bust through the places in my life where I get stuck and I get afraid and I don't take action and I put things off or procrastinate, just for a number, mostly just because of different emotions or um, things like that. And I'm just wanting to move through a lot of that stuff, because I've found that I have a very strong emotional attachment to many different types of foods, and I always have my whole life. And I don't think that's an uncommon thing, but what it does result in is that when I feel one emotion or another, I end up going and eating, and I'm not even actually hungry. It's just for comfort, and often I would overeat quite a bit. And um, that doing that repetitively, I've found it's gotten to a point that I couldn't put up with that anymore because it was keeping me from accessing deeper parts of myself and making changes in my life that I've have been wanting to make for a while. So um, that's one reason why I feel that I will be really successful with raw foods after this, is because I'm actually really actively having to do a lot of processing during this juice feast, and having to make a lot of changes and all of that. And there is a certain elegant simplicity to the fact that all I'm having is just juice, and that actually sort of makes things easier. It's easier to just, I don't have to think, oh, should I have, this little piece of cake, just make an exception this one time, or should I have this raw food or this raw food? I don't even have to make choices like that. I just get to stick with the protocol that I set out, and commit to that and trust in it and follow through with it. And then I have all this extra time and space and energy to process all these other emotions and beliefs and habits that have gotten me so stuck before. And um, today I've been connecting a lot with, I think, the more feminine and receptive side of my nature, and my ability to self nurture and to take care of myself and to love myself, and to just enjoy being in quieter space, and to be okay with not necessarily being out actively accomplishing something, but just taking time for my body to just relax and feel nurtured, and take in whatever it really needs. So yeah, it felt good to share all of that. Hope you all enjoyed listening. And I think I'm gonna call that day 17. Blessings.